The next pair will be John Force's other car, his final car, Robert Hight, and Jack Beckman. Now, yesterday, take a look at this. One of your gals.
Well, I just get spanked. My girl gets spanked. Now my other girl's going to get spanked.
Well, we saw what happened there. She blew the tire out of the lights. It took the right side of the wing off right at this point. And I can tell you never drove top fuel dragsters before, John, but when that wing comes off, it wants to really upset that race car. And she did a great job. The chutes were coming out. She got those out as she was driving that car. The chutes helped stabilize her, but she still did a great job of keeping that thing upright.
It was, you know, to stand there and look at that, I know Mom was falling apart, and hell, she beat me up on the return road and get to her. I saw on the Jumbotron she got out of the car, but this is a gut ache. I mean, this is when Dad wants to throw up. The whole family does, because I've seen it with Top Fuel, and you know that monster's out there. But the kid, she's learning her trade, just like Brittany, but Courtney's out there getting it from A to B, and she said, Dad, the first thing I did, I went into fight mode like you told me, and that's all I wanted to hear from her. I knew she was okay, but when she said I went into fight mode, that was most important, that she can drive in the future going into funny cars in time. And now here's my big one. We need this win. Somebody, Robert, even though he can pass me in the countdown, I don't care about that if he takes the lead. What matters to me is taking out the competition.
He's not going to do it. This is going to be Jack Beckman. He's lost to Hight the last 6 times that they have run, but not now.
Well, that's what they call it, drag racing.
Now, Jack Beckman got a little bit of a break here because he didn't make a great run, a 4:34 lap time, as he had some problems going down the track, but not as many problems as Robert Hight did when he spun the tires early.
So 3 of the 4 cars in the semifinal are going to be Don Schumacher racing cars. Sorry to do that when you're standing right next to me, John. Ron Catt's going to have lane choice when he goes up against Jack Beckman.
The other matchup's going to be Matt Hagan and the other Don Schumacher team car going up against the Ford of Tim Wilkerson. Timmy will have lane choice in that matchup.
Well, we do have, John, a little bit more on Courtney's crash because Dave Reef is back in your pits right now.
Okay.
In this Copart Fix-It Pit Report, we're going to talk a little bit about the Ford Blue Box crash sensor that's on top of every full throttle car, but in addition was on top of Courtney Force's A fuel car when that tire let go yesterday. Now, this measures forces both up and down and side to side, in addition forward and backward, and it does so with different colors. This is the graph that came out of her car. You can see the blue numbers. Her car up and down was not very vertically challenged. Now, longitudinally forward and backward, not too challenged as well, but take a look at the latitudinal forces on this race car. Up past 60 G's for about a half a second. As you can see, as the car started to slow down, those G-forces came back in line. But what they can do is take this information back and try to figure out ways to make A-fuel cars, any kind of chassis, better. But the good news is this was a safe race car. Courtney Force walked away A-okay.
And speaking further about Courtney Force, the last time I heard, they were pulling her around your parking lot in a funny car, and you just alluded to it. How close is she?
She's got a lot of learning to do, but today, when I looked her in the face, I saw the tiger. She was ready. I'm okay, Dad. I did what I was trained to do, and that's a big deal. That's her first crash. So she joined all the other forces. But understand, the safety is critical. John Force Racing is about winning, and we've lost today. It's over. There's still a Ford out there, though, Wilkerson. So at the end of the day, it's about winning, but it's also about safety. So in my heart, I can leave 50-50. We won this race because my kid walked away safe, because the stuff that we worked with John Medlin, the Eric Medlin Project and NHRA, and all of the safety with Ford, the blue box, telling us what went wrong. And at the end of the day, I'm leaving here a winner because I'm never going to accept it mental that I got whooped. I'm going to find a way to talk myself into being happy again.
And we're leaving a winner because we got John Force to come in the booth. That's a rare thing.